Today on OMG MTG, we check out Ognis the Dragon Lash and see how fast we can get a massive treasure token army. Welcome back, everybody. It is Chris from OMG MTG coming out with another episode of my MTGO gameplays. All right, I'll think of a name of that for eventually. Just don't hate me for now. Opening, I guess I have the die roll, so I'm going to definitely play first. Opening hand isn't much going on. My commander isn't doing anything with that. I do have some options, but yeah, I'm gonna have to mull that down. Following turn is not any better. I'm gonna have to mull again. It's always unfortunate, but again, this is a hasty token tribal treasure triumph. Let's get this next one. Opening opponents are not pets. See how she goes. Yeah, so I'm gonna mull this down again. This is better. I don't want to go down one more, so I'm just gonna keep it. Hopefully I get another land. I do have a little ramp with a cursed mirror and sees the spoils, so we'll see how she rolls from there. I'm gonna drop down Goro, I think. No, I'll get rid of Mob Rule because it's a 6-drop. Again, okay, so today I'm going to start off with a Terramorphic Expanse. I'm going to get red because I have red the entire deck right here. Let's see what I'm going to draw after that, because that's basically what's going to pull from there. I have plenty of lands in this deck, so let's just drop that down and pass out and go over my commander and the opponents. I am playing Ognis the Dragon Lash. It is 1 Rakdos, red, and Gruul for a 3/3 Viashino Warrior with haste. Whenever a creature you control with haste attacks, create a tapped treasure token. Basically, I'm going to try to get as many hasty creatures out there and just go like crazy with it. Our opponents today are Armix Filigree Thrasher with Rebek Architect Ascension, Orzhov Artifacts. We have an Akiri Fearless Voyager. It is a Voltron Boros, so we all know how that plays out, but it does have a little protection on it with that one ability in the bottom. And then we have Ardent Intrepid Archaeologist with a Silas Wren Seeker Adept. That is Esper artifact, basically. But that back end Ardent, you never know what's going to be. So let's see how she rolls down. I did not get anything. That's extremely upsetting. I was kind of hoping I would get a land at this point, because now I have to just tap down and pass through. A little slow opening. But again, I have the haste, so once I get another land, I could get things going pretty quickly. Our opponent started off with a Claws of Gix and then some basic lands from there. Pass to my turn. Alright, we have a Nahiri Spellbomb. Yeah, so our opponents, they played a Godless Shrine Salt Flats. That's a cool art. They need to reprint these more often. It's easy to go through because obviously it's just battlefield tapped. But then we followed up with that Claws, sacrifice a permanent, gain life, and Nahiri Spellbomb to destroy stuff. The second opponent has played an Arcane Signet, great turn. Oh, and they followed up with a Basilisk Collar. It's pretty solid. Alright, and then we have our next opponent, Liquid Metal Torque. So everyone's like going on that ramp package. I need to get a land right now, otherwise it's going to be quite upsetting. I did not get a land again. This is kind of upsetting. I'm going to have to drop some stuff down. Again, I do have the haste, so anything can happen. I do have the Goro, which gives everything haste. Cleanup, I'm going to give rid of the Garma. Alright, Armix is already coming out. It says, whenever it attacks, you may discard a card. When you do, target creature defending player controls gets -X/-X, where X is the number of artifacts you control plus the number of artifacts in your graveyard. I like it because, again, it's a -X/-X. It's not just the power, which a lot of like blue cards are, and it's only a 3-drop, so it's pretty solid. Alright, they followed up onto the next turn. We have Akiri coming out, so the commanders are not coming out. I'm wondering if the last guy's going to play his commander out, because at that point it'll pretty be like everyone's commander will be out. No equip, though, with any other artifacts. Alright, Alright, Trophy Mage coming down. Let's see what he's searching for. Let's see what he reveals. Here's a 3 or less. Oh, mana value 3. I always forget that it's the exact mana value, not like 3 or less. The mages are pretty solid. Alright, they look for a Sword of Light and Shadow. And then plays down his Azorius Chancery, and you're probably going to bounce it. Bounces the planes. Everything comes back to me. Oh, sweet. I got a land. I am playing the game. I'll get down the Golgari Signet. This is a creature you control on the battlefield. I honestly might copy out the... Is it any artifact or creature? It's any creature, so I might go for the Trophy Mage. But I don't know if that's going to trigger on the ETB. Alright, Rebecca comes down. Everything's got the protection now, so it's mana value of 0 and 3. So he could swing into either Tune-In or Subdot. Does not swing in, though. It's interesting. Would have potentially be like a free swing, because he does have 3 artifacts. Rebecca does put in a lot of work. So it's pretty interesting to see how you partner up with the one. It is cool how they have partner. So you can put it with a lot of different things. Like you'll see all kind of color combinations. Alright, Stone Hero Giant. They are definitely starting to build up things from there. Alright, then place their land tapped. 5. Alright, swings in with the Akiri over at the Sabage player. You gotta watch out for the Akiri with commander damage. He was not equipped. Obviously, you want to get the Stone Hero Giant out there as soon as possible because that is like a very good value for you. But still gotta keep an eye out for certain things like that. Alright, plays the Sword of Hearth and Home. Or maybe they're playing a Voltron as well. It could be because you have Arden out there. They could be playing a Esper Voltron, which you don't see too often, but it is an option. They equipped the Trophy Mage. They're probably going to start flickering, get a bunch of swords out right now. And he swings back into Tune-In because a 1-for-1 kind of thing. I'm kind of wondering... He's going to flicker, obviously, his thing. I got a Knight's Whisper. I'm just going to go for that right now because I kind of need to see what I draw for more cards. If I get a land, then I can obviously get Goro Goro out there. Still no lands. I'm a little shocked at how there's like no lands being drawn with this. I'll get the Barbarian class out there just to see what I can get with that in the long term. I might, if I can get a land, I'll play my Ognis because it is triple red. Alright, they play a Burnished Heart. They have pressure for mana value 0, 1, and 3. He might want to swing in now into the Tune-In player to remove Stonehewer because he has 4 artifacts. No, he just passes right there. So interesting as to why he's not attacking or swinging in with his commander itself. Because at that point, Tune-In was fully technically open to remove the Stonehewer Giant. If I don't draw a land, then I'm going to do the Seize the Spoils, discard, and the Eldrazi Devastator because it's just too high of a cost right now. Yeah, because I've gone 15 cards deep and I only have 2 lands. Alright, swinging into me with the Akiri. And then swings into Stonehewer. That's 3. If I get a land, copy this, copy that. That's 3. I need 6 mana for that. I was thinking about basically the picture like copying over the Burnished Heart. Got sort of Fire and Ice. So yeah, the Stonehewer Giant, that's the thing, like right here. The Stonehewer Giant puts in so much work. I don't know why he wouldn't have swung in the Armix into the Stonehewer, because now he basically can just start pinging things down. He did only ping directly. He didn't do the 2 damage to the Burnished Heart, which is a good thing for him. But again, you got to watch out for that. The Hewer can do. I'm wondering if this Submerged player is just Swords Tribal. It'd be kind of cool. It would be a good color combination for Esper. Basically, search for what you need on the Saus player. Saus is just a phenomenal card overall, because there's a lot of recursion for artifacts themselves. Right, Sword of Vengeance. I would say get Arden out there right now and then just attach everything. Which he might be doing right now. Because then at that point, you gotta get, yep, Arden comes down. He's gonna get +2/+2, Pro Green and White, and then +2/0, and First Strike, Vigilance, Trample, and Haste. Arden is such a powerful card. Like, I think Arden on its own, even like in a mono white build, is a very, very strong card. But given the option of partner and being able to attach as much artifacts at a single time, it's a phenomenal. Now, imagine if this had Haste. He probably might just swing back in the Tuning player because he shot down the Trophy Mage. Is this a May ability? Right, up to 1 target creature. Yeah, so he doesn't have to do it. He can basically just, since it's up to. Alright. Let's see. I don't know if he'll flicker it. Is it each combat or just your own combat? Yeah, it's only on your own turn, so he might not want to flicker it. Just so that way he still has remaining protection on the creature itself. Yep, so he didn't flicker it out, so this just become a copy of any creature until except it has haste. Alright, Ghostly Pilferer. Great card. I keep seeing this like more and more often. I'm like, do I put this in one of my decks? Like, because in the sense of Commander, like if you cast your Commander, he draws a card. Alright, still have not drawn any cards. It's just as crazy. Become a copy of something. Okay, so I only have 2 artifacts, so it'll be -2/-2. You control. Doesn't really matter at this point. I can now cast out Ognis next turn. Thankfully. I think it's my posts on Twitter saying, hey, don't, I can't stand these treasure tokens. Now WotC's like coming after me. Alright, Noxious Gearhook comes down. I'm going to just tap this because I don't need to worry about anything else. Alright, who is he target? I'm assuming. Yeah, okay. Now he's doing a good shot. Okay, that's good. Alright, pass the turn through here because I don't need to worry about anything else. Hit okay. Alright, so now, does he want to swing in? Because I don't know why he hasn't swing again. Alright, Blazing Marsh flat. Scartazade, that's a very good card to be drawing right now. Alright, he's tapping out a lot of things. Helm of the Host. Oh, okay. That's going to auto-equip to the Akiri. So that's going to give him some serious value off this. Because whenever a creature... Oh, now it's a 5/5 pro several things. Make a copy of it. Alright, now he's going crazy now. Alright, where's he swinging? He's swinging into me. Did not swing in with the other one, though. Interesting. He probably will hit the Ghostly Pilferer, I'm assuming. That'd be like the right target to hit for the 2 damage. Now it just pings over at beta, I believe. Yep, just pings beta. I'm kind of hoping So here's the problem. I now have Ognis available to play, but if I were to swing in with him, it'll just get destroyed by anything. Alright, there comes Sword of Light and Shadow. Yeah, so he's definitely just like buffing up for Swords Tribal, which again is a very common trend when you're playing out the Arden decks. I was putting everything on. Oh yeah, because that way at this point. So now he's gonna have a giant ghostly pilferer, but isn't it any of them though? Oh, any number. Okay, so that way he still has. It's everything except for Pro Red. So it'd probably be best just to swing back on the tune-in. I don't know why he. Oh no, it swings into me. I'm basically like a walking path of just destruction right now. I'm gonna hope I draw a land, but I probably won't, so I'm gonna have to do the Seize the Spoils. Anything in the graveyard brings back the Trophy Mage, which is really good, but it needs to do that. It's like necessary right now. If I can get a Wrath, that'll be pretty sweet. Do we have any Wraths in the deck? I should. I forget we put it in here. I have a Mob Rule. Ironically, I put that at the bottom. In Garruk's Wake. I could get Predatation, but gotta see where I go with. Ironically, I got a Cultivate. Go figure. Okay. Let's get Swamp and a Forest. Put the Forest on the battlefield tapped. Done. And then a Goro Goro. Alright, Goro Goro's on the field. I have lands! I'm playing. Oh my god. Okay, so. He just passed right through his turn. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so he does have protection from 0, 1, 3, and 6. So he has a good amount of blockers. But if the swords float around, and at that point you can't do anything with the swords. Another Helm Trigger. Got 3 Akiris out there. Does have Pro Blue, but he can just block with the Flyer. Okay, at least he's spreading the love right now. He's gonna make a lot of draw effects. That's some serious value with the Helm of the Host right now. Like obviously he's got the multiple out there, but that 3 draws is pretty insane. Okay, I'm not gonna block because I have my 1 creature. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. That's 4, 5. If I get, I'll see what I draw. If I draw a land, obviously I can start playing things around. Potentially is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. The Rubble Fort might be the right play with the Manufacturer, but I need to do. So I could potentially do the Manufacturer with the Seize the Spoils, discarding the Devastator. Ooh, okay. What did I just miss? I missed something. What just happened? Who blocked what? Oh, the gear hub. Okay. That's what I thought. Alright. And then plays a Farewell. Interesting. I don't know why he's playing Farewell in a sense, because, like, that's gonna start everything over again. There's gotta be a counter or something. Alright, sacrifices the Burnish Heart. That's the right time to play it. This is gonna start, like, I think we're here. For example, Farewell's a phenomenal card, don't get me wrong. But it's an exile effect as opposed to a draw. I kind of personally wish it was just destroy all permanents as opposed to this. Because exile effects, like, there's no way to get this back now. But in some cases, like, obviously there are cards that do that. But artifacts, creatures, enchantments, and graveyards. So we're getting rid of everything right now. Like, the whole board is going to go away. And in theory, this is basically just starting the whole game over again. Which isn't the worst in the case right now. It is turn 7, though. What is he doing this? Just drawing a card, probably. So he didn't get rid of the enchantments. So I still have this for later on. But he did choose artifacts and creatures. I now have the opportunity to play out Ognis. Trophy Mage comes down. Let's see. Alright, then we have Ethereum Sculptor. He's searched up Fire Knights himself. Goes back to my turn. I draw a command tower. Nice. Alright, so I'm just going to get Ognis down there now. So red, red, red. And green. Because, like, now's the time I can play up my Ognis. Tap this down. And then I'm going to swing into the tune-in player. Just because they played Farewell. Create a tap treasure token. Alright. Witch's Cottage, bringing back the Burnish Heart. Recast the Burnish Heart. Alright. Ooh, okay. He gets rid of the Ethereum Sculptor. Exiles that. And the... That's basically just... We're starting... Oh, it was the other one. Okay, there is the... We're down here. The Sigarda's Aid. Recast Armix. So next turn, I'm probably going to cast down the Academy Manufacturer and the Rubble Fort. That I can swing in with 2 creatures with haste. Get 2 tokens and start going off from there. So this is the thing I needed to do basically before. Cast a Stoneforge Mystic. That's a great card, and that's the altered art from the, what do you call it? The Pro Tours back in the day. One of my favorite arts for it itself. He goes and searches up Lightning Greaves. Basic, nothing too crazy with that. Cast on a Skyclave Relic. It's not kicked. That's always good to see that. Okay. Things are really slowing down now after that farewell. That's what I'm saying. Like, the farewell is definitely one of those cards that just slows the entire game down. And kind of, like, restarts everything. Very similar to, like, the Cyclonic Rift. But in this case, like, you can't do anything past that point. Reality Chip. That's one of my favorite cards. I kind of want to build around that itself. And reconfigures the Reality Chip to the Trophy Mage. And then cast Mind Stoned. Mind Stoned. Yeah, so next turn I'm definitely going to put down both the Rebel Fort. Ooh, okay. Craft a War Gear. Okay, comes back to my turn. I got a Kozilek. Let's just do this out. Rebel Fort into the Manufacturer. I doubt he's going to triple block on this. Because this is now a 5/4, so I don't want to swing into the Subdage. So I'm going to swing into Tune. Alright, so the Academy Manufacturer is a phenomenal card, and it's like blowing up overall. He does choose to block. Interesting. I did not think that he was going to triple block. I kind of did, in all honesty. I got the value out of the card that I needed. Blocking order. I'm going to put, obviously, the Wayfarer first, because I only have a power of 1. He's then going to tap his kicker, look for a land. I'm going to assume like a Tron land, maybe? Let's see what he searches up for. Just looking for basic snow plains. Nothing wrong with that. Alright, so next turn I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So I'm probably going to... For the following turn, I could probably do a Seize the Spoils into a Jury. Discarding the Eldrazi Devastator. Alright, so yeah, right now Beta has no card draw. He's basically playing out all his lands. I think the control out of the Academy Manufacturer is the fact that you can't do much with the food or the clue right away. So it gives you, that's why it's like not like super expensive, in my opinion. That's my only assumption at this point as to why it has gone, like remained at a basic value price. Still around like $5-6, I believe. Or the armor, the guy, here's the problem with the Armored Sky Hunter and the Lightning Greaves. He's going to look at the top 6 cards and put an ore on the battlefield or something like that. But again, you can't attach it to the Lightning Greaves creature itself because it's got Shroud on it. Swings into me. Alright, looks at the top 6. You get to put an aura equipment on them. Is it on the creature itself? Oh, it's any creature you control. So that's some value off that. Let's see what he looks through. Dismiss all this so I can see what he draws. Hammer and Azan. Interesting. That's a very, very good card to have gotten. He then attaches it to... So at this point, I might just... Does have reach, but I don't want to block with that. This is a sorcery speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. I wonder what he puts in the battlefield. Ooh, a living weapon. So, well, living weapon's got to go over at the Imperial Recruiter. It's got to make him 5 plus 5, 5 plus 5. Say that again. First strike, trample, indestructible haste, and when it dies, exile that creature. The board split is doing a lot of work right now. I kind of need some more draw effects. Blackblade Reforge. That's got to give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus 8 plus 8. So, the Trophy Mage just got to do a lot of damage. Does it have trample on top of it? No, it's just going to be a buff dude. I'm at 18 life right now. That's the biggest thing. I've been just being swung at the entire time. Alright, draw 3 cards. There's some knowledge, okay. Okay, I'm assuming... No, just... Oh, okay. So here's the thing now. The Trailblazer Boots are one of the best cards for Voltron strategy because it has non-basic island walk. Non-basic land walk. I don't know why he didn't equip over. Alright, got a Savage Lands. I'm going to do a Seize the Spoils. To 1, 2, 3. Discarding to Devastator. Draw 2 and create a treasure. Goblin Assault. So I have 1, 2, 5. Alright, so I do have enough. Let's get Jury out there because I want to get Jury a little bit larger when I sacrifice the treasures. Alright, so we'll do red. Jury's going to get larger. 2. And 3. Do that for Goblin Assault. I think he'd be okay losing his commander. I have enough mana. So let's do Betamax, Betamax. Get 2 treasure tokens tapped. So next turn I can get the Artisan of Kozilek out there. Trumps Jury. And then sacrifices, I would assume. Does not sacrifice it. I think it would be probably a better idea just to sacrifice it. That way you get more lands out of your library. Weirdly enough, I'm assuming he's gonna recast art. Yeah, Rebecca's back down. This is a Cultivate. Interesting. I kind of figured he would have cast these the Spoils, in all honesty, as opposed to Cultivate with the Direfleet Daredevil, because you can get more value off this. He's probably going to activate something. You got 4 cards in his hand. Recast the Akiri. Now, if he got a Rebecca, that'd be insane. So next turn, I'm going to do this. The Artisan of Kozilek. Bring back the Devastator. Swing into Tunin. Obviously, he can block with the indestructible creatures, so it's not really that much worth the tune-in. Where's he attaching it to? Oh, to the Akiri, which not much necessity to that. I'm wondering, so he's tapping himself down substantially, swinging into, where's it? It's not even showing what they're swinging into. Oh, he gets a Blackblade Reforged. That's a good hit off of the Armored Skyhunter. I'm wondering where he's going. He's got plenty of land, that's why. Oh, I'm just being fully swung out at me. No, it's only being a couple. It says I'm being fully swung at, though. I'm probably going to be forced to block at this point, unfortunately. But it says that Sabaj is being swung out with the Imperial Recruiter. And Akiri is just me. So it's just the Akiri at me. So it's crazy seeing that the Miko chat be like, oh yeah, everything's coming at you. What has he got here? He's got something up the sleeve. Oh, destroy target permanent. What did he destroy? The Black Bleeder Forge. That was well needed. Again, it's indestructible, so you really can't do much with it. But it was still good to do something with that ability itself. Reality Chip's just chilling now. He could probably cast Arden, attach everything to it. Alright, Masterwork of an Ingenuity. Oh, Tayshar's down. So, like, I played Tayshar before, and I misread it because I thought it was, like, any creature, any card, but it's return target creature card. It's not just return any permanent at all. I'm surprised, in all honesty, he copied the Lightning Greaves with the Masterwork of Ingenuity as opposed to something else. So, like, he should have cast Arden first, then attach everything to one thing. Arcane Signet. He's dumping his hand right now, though, which is good. I need to find a way to gain some life, that's the thing. I do have the food tokens, but I'd rather, like, not use those right away. Passes right through his turn, so at this point I think we're in like mini of a stalemate almost, but the tune-in player has got a lot of value built on his board state. Let's see what I draw. Alright, I'm going to get the Goblin Assaults. It has to swing, so I'll just swing into whatever at this point. Alright, Mob Rule. Oh, okay. So... is it... I'm honestly going to cast Mob Rule with 3 or less. Alright, so do these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Gain control of all the things of power 3 or less. Mob Rule is so dirty. Okay. And then I have 1, 2, 3 mana left. That'll still only tap for this, so I can't use the activated ability of the Stoneforge. Don't need to, but... Alright, so these are going to go into his own commander. Just because he owns all that. These are going to go into beta, because he owns those. This will be beta as well. This will go into that. And then pass. I'm going to draw. I don't think anything with the armor is going to go off, but we'll see. Alright. Auto yield to all these. That mob will put in some work. I may have wanted to swing the Armix into the tuning player. I'm wondering if it's going to let me do any player at all. Always yield. Is it any player or just the defending player? Alright. I'm going to discard Silent Blood just to see what it does. No, so it was only the defending player, not overall. Yeah, see, I wasn't expecting to get any of it. But this way at least I can dig deeper. Kind of wish I got the Disciple of Vault. I'm going to draw a couple of cards. Draw a Swamp and a Channel Horde Worm. And then tap one land down. And then just pass through the turn. Alright, now I did spread that around, so we'll see how people reply to that. I'm an 18 life. Cranial plating is pretty solid. He could attach... No, see, the thing is, like, right here, for example, he should have attached the Armix to his creature, made something else an artifact, and then it would have been minus 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 4, minus 4. Killing off the Stoneforge Mystic or something along those lines. It was 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So there's 20 damage if he swings full house over at me. But then it leaves it open for him to die. I'm assuming the Palace Jail is going to go over at Ognis, but I can just recast Ognis. Alright, you become Monarch. Gets rid of Jerry. But it's not going to die, it's going to go away. Alright, cast Sword of Light and Shadow. Auto attaches to something. to his bird. Then the Sword of Vengeance. So he might be just swinging full, like putting everything into one basket kind of thing. I'm gonna need to block with whatever comes through. I'm at the point that I might cast like Artisan of Cause, like swing into tune in just to get some more life. It's gonna draw a bunch of cards off of the Akiri ability. This is any creature card, right? Yeah, creature cards. So that's the case. I kind of want to still leave open the life that I have. Brings down. Where is it? Where did it go? Because I can't ever see things. Ooh, this is a good one. Lion Sash. Lion Sash is a phenomenal card because you can just dump a bunch of mana into it. Wonder who he attaches it to. Can't see anything on this board. Attaches it to... Where is it? It's not even showing anything. Oh, it's to the Dire Fleet. Don't really know as to why the Dire Fleet was an option. Alright, only 3 6s going at me. So I go down to 12. Not sure as to why he swung into that with Indestructible. Still 6 cards in hand, which is pretty solid for the Boros player. Alright, Land Shadow trigger. Gain 3 life, so we go up to 30. Oh no, different player. It goes to 19. Alright. I might get the Channel Horn Worm. Oh, it has to deal combat damage to a player. Never mind. I thought it was like an ETB effect. Gets rid of the Mob Rule, which makes sense. Mob Rule is the card you want to remove. End step, draw a card. Still has 1 mana open. I'm wondering if I want to bring back the Manufacturer, because I kind of want to get a lot of life, because I am at 12. And I think that would be the best option overall. The Subdodge player did play a Rogue's Passage, which a lot of times people like underestimate the Rogue's Passage because it's a 4 mana activation plus the land itself, so it's 5 to make unblockable, but it is a repeatable effect. And if you are playing a lot of like colorless spells in it, it is not a bad spell to play overall. I personally would just do Arden, recast Arden, equipped everything with the Arden itself. Yep, there it is. And then activate Rogue's Passage, and that would probably kill off a player. Nope, didn't do that. He needs to make sure he moves over the boots, though. Ooh, Fire Streaker. Someone's dying right now. I'm wondering if it's going to be the tuning player or myself, because Betamax hasn't really done much. So it's either going to be the tuning player or myself. That's a 15-15. Blue or red, so I couldn't block either way. Oh, it's tuning. Wow. Tuning is down. That's gonna bring back my jury. He's gonna draw 2 cards and ping something twice. Tuning's doing something though. Wow. Why would you do that to that? That's gotta be a misclick. Why wouldn't you kill the thing that's gonna kill you? Misclick? Remove that. So he's killing down Ognis, that makes sense. No, that's so confusing. It had to have been a misclick. Alright, well, player down. Oh yeah, because the Shroud was on there. From the Lightning Greaves. So it was, in all honesty, it was pretty good for targeting and copying the Lightning Greaves. That makes sense. So I kind of need to get rid of the Savage player right now. 3 mana, 4 mana. He's got 4 total mana available. Alright, I have 11 treasures. From your graveyard. Ingaruk's Wake. Alright, play a land. Do the Kozilek. Do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Always seal to this. Bring back the Manufacturer. That's going to make him an 8/8. Yield to this. That's going to bring back the Manufacturer. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I have enough for this. So black, black. And undo that. Black, black. Doesn't matter what color, it's colorless. I'm gonna need to swing into the Savage player. Just because of what the Arden is. Put the Artisan Trigger on the stack first. See what he sacrifices. I'm gonna die probably either way to it. He blocks the 12. He takes 1, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I wish I had a way to sacrifice the jury right now. What's not a 13? It's crazy how the Monarch ability triggers so many times. Can't do anything else about this. I have a blocker, but it's still not going to do anything. I'm going to draw a card. Putrefy. I kind of needed the Putrefy from before. I'm wondering if I had brought back... No, because that would only be an additional 10. That put him... Oh, 8. So he'd be at 5. I think I'm pretty sure the Savage player has got it next turn with the actual creature card. I think that's funny. The treasures are now this color as opposed to the previous one. So he's probably gonna just recast the Arden, but I don't know how much that's gonna cost him for the Arden. I'm sure he has the mana for it, though. It wasn't that much, actually. It was 5. One additional 4. Okay, he's just gonna go right into it. I'm assuming he just attaches everything to it. Swings right over into me. No blockers. And I am dead. Give it up to Savage. That's pretty solid. Now Spellbomb. Now he could obviously just get like Exile or Artifacts or something along those lines. And that goes down to Sabdage with his Ardents. And the craziest thing is, Silas Ren was never even played. That's pretty insane. The game has ended, and Silas and Arden won it out. Again, just straight from Voltron. Alright. Thanks for watching. Again, my name is Chris from One More Game MTG. Please remember to like, share, subscribe. All the links to the decks and everything like that will be down in the description down below, and all of our affiliate links. It helps out so very, very much. Again, thanks for watching. Peace.